Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Not a Problem podcast. Today is Saturday, March 27th, and good golly gosh darn if it is not beautiful outside. It is so nice in Riverview. We are at Riverview at Nick Smith's place.
Same venue as last week, just not outside.
It's nicer, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
Quieter.
this week I'm wearing flip-flops.
Mm-hmm.
Last week I had to borrow a jacket because mine was not warm enough.
It's quite cold last week, honestly.
Yeah.
Even I was a little bit brisk out there, but, you know, it was enjoyable for me, but it's just better inside.
It didn't start off cold. I left the house. I'm like, this is my fashionable jacket, my Joe Rogan jacket. And I got here and I was like, hey, do you have anything made for the Arctic?
Yeah. No, it got cold quick. That's how it's been this winter, honestly. It's been colder, which is nice. I enjoy it. But
So along those lines, just a pre-marker, pre-whatever, we are at Nick's place, and we have some lovely ladies that may be walking around in the background. And if they do, please don't screenshot because that we would have to charge you if you did that. But just, you know, they will be walking around doing some pillow fights, maybe not. But if they do, just don't worry about it.
And just a...
Your finger smell?
Nice.
Holy fuck, dude.
All right.
Hey, Mose it is.
Mose it is.
We're going to have her, she's just going to rinse off real quick, and then we're going to order stuff.
All right.
Anyway.
What I was going to say, as you can tell, it's looking a little bit, not grim, but it's a little bit bluish. Unfortunately, this sunset we had didn't turn out the way we wanted, at least at the moment.
Do we need to hit some lights or?
We'll hit some lights. We're going to hit a normal light over here behind Jake in a second. That'll just warm it up. And then you can see these two lights hovering over here. Those we can make whatever color we want, which will be cool. I don't know actually how I'm going to do it because I don't have my phone. But
do you want to raise those blinds now?
It won't matter much. It's gonna be dark in 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
So what we can do is dip over there if you can and turn the little knobby knob.
By the way, it's a beautiful 80 degrees in Riverview, Florida, and a nice 62% humidity with a 7-mile-per-hour wind. Nick, you were outside earlier. Tell me, what was that all about? How was that 62% humidity with 7-mile-per-hour wind?
And you said what temperature?
80.
80. It was not 80 earlier. It was warmer. We were there a few hours ago, and anybody that knows me knows that I am lower. Around that, lower on the. Anybody that knows me knows that I despise the heat with a burning passion. That's good. And humidity was actually not bad. The heat was bearable due to it not feeling like I was walking in soup outside.
I didn't even think of the humidity. Really, it was just
It
that
was
nice.
not bad. That's the type of heat I can deal with.
If you're 75% or lower, I think you're doing fine. You're doing okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. But during the summer months, we deal with 95+%, 90% plus all the time. And it's just bad. It's just bad.
I can't take it.
I can literally not take it.
Nah, yeah, I have an avocado plant in the front yard.
Yeah.
And if I don't water it for 2 days, oh my God, it's pissed.
It's mad?
It's mad, yeah. It just, it hangs, yeah.
Nice.
I've been growing an avocado plant for probably about 3 years. And I'm telling you, I got it from a seed. I pulled it out
I was going to mention, did you use it out of like a avocado pit?
An actual avocado I bought from Publix.
Yeah. So my parents did that a long time ago. Just a normal Haas avocado. Eat that shit because it's good.
Eat that shit.
Take that pit and we put two toothpicks in the side and kind of lean it into a shot glass.
Some water.
It's half in, half out of water. And then you give it time to kind of sprout at the bottom and all that shit. And then you move it into a larger one. And yeah, dude, we have a tree. My parents, we moved since this last time.
How tall is it?
Now it is, it was taller than me when we moved. So it was probably like 7.5 feet. That was 10 years worth of growing, maybe a little bit less.
Oh dear
It
Lord.
never fruited, or it did, but it wasn't usable fruit. So I wasn't sure about. I've heard from multiple people that it depends on how these trees
Fertilized.
fruit and stuff. Like
I guess it's kind of like when chickens lay eggs, and they have the eggs. They're gonna lay the eggs if they're in a comfortable position in life, in a comfortable environment. But if it's not fertilized, then it's not going to actually have a chicken.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of similar.
No, in a way, it does for sure. It depends, obviously. Yeah, like you said, how you fertilize it and how you plant it and all this shit. And it never fruited in the way that you can use the avocados and stuff. What flavor is that?
Strawberry.
Do they have a strawberry flavor? Is it just strawberry or is it anything different? Because
Strawberry guava.
I have passion fruit orange guava. Is
Guava must be the foundational
that
flavor.
the main flavor they have?
Now I'm on to my tropical punch. So I've been growing this tree for about 3 years, avocado tree. And I think it's taller than your 7.5 foot.
Already?
But it's been in a pot, so it's like 2-3 foot off the ground. So
Okay, yeah. Ours was in the ground, obviously, eventually, and we took it out of the ground when we moved. So yeah, give or take maybe a foot,
sweet.
possibly, or something like that. But
From
that's
my-
awesome, dude.
From the level of my knee, it's probably, I don't know, the height of your kitchen over there.
Jeez,
So it's probably
that's
about
9 feet right there from the ground.
I knew that. I knew that was 9 foot.
Yeah.
That was my first guess.
9 feet.
No, not really.
Has it fruits like within? I don't even know if that's the right term. Fruits, is that the right term to use?
Well, I mean, if you're using it as not a noun, you're probably okay. Fruits as a verb.
That's what I mean. Like
You don't want to talk about
it only produces.
people as fruits.
It only. That is definitely not what I'm saying. But yeah, no, you're right. As long as I'm using it in the adjective.
Yeah, as long as you're not saying the fruits.
Yeah. No, it fruits only in this time period.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the time period. I know it's like only.
They're tropical.
Yeah, so it depends, but like I
Yeah.
said, ours fruited. I'm pretty sure, just not large and not usable, and it wasn't really great. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but it's still like it's a cool looking tree and shit. It's
It is
nice
cool.
to say like we grew that out of a pit. Like it's pretty cool. But
I think for me, it's like a child. Like it could be the ugliest thing, but I still grew it from, I don't know, 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, from a little seed.
it's cool,
It
man.
could be the ugliest thing, but I think it's the nicest tree in the West.
That's what I'm saying,
or
dude.
the South.
You grew that.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
no.
all your tender love and care, man.
I'm excited to plant it. I do have a friend who lives probably maybe 1.5 miles north of where I'm living right now, and he has 3 avocado trees, and they all seed and mate with
Oh,
each other.
wow.
He has avocados for days, just days.
That's nuts.
Yeah, they take it, they freeze dry it, and they put the avocados in their freezer, and they just have so many.
They have avocados, endless supply.
Yeah,
When we go to Publix and buy
they buy it from
Haas
them.
avocados or green avocados for the fucking top dollar,
Yeah.
we're living the consumer life, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I remember kind of hanging out over there, not really caring. I'm like, dude, it's an avocado. It's cool. It's great. You grew that.
Yeah.
But now that I have an avocado tree that is large, maybe could be growing fruit, but not producing fruit, now I care. I'm like, how did you do
Now,
it?
exactly.
How
Now
did
that
you
you have
fucking
one
do
that's
it?
not producing fruit, how
Yeah.
the fuck do I do that?
How is your tree so fertile?
Yeah. How do I get free avocados now?
Exactly.
Since I grew this shit on my own.
Exactly.
It's been years of work.
Yeah.
I need some fucking return.
I haven't worked much. You know, you put it in the jar stage where you got the things and it sprouts a little bit.
Yeah.
And then have you guys moved it to the pot?
Yeah, it's very
obviously.
off hands,
Yeah.
but still
Right.
years of
It's pretty AFK. Right.
it is.
Now-
AF tree
AF tree
away from tree.
Yeah, so it kind of does its thing, but you get it to a point where it's 6 or 7 inches. You pinch the top leaves, so then it begins to split.
Yeah.
And then just goes kind of from there.
Yeah, man.
I remember when I actually put it in dirt. As lame as that fucking
It doesn't
sounds.
it doesn't sound lame, dude.
As lame as that sounds, I remember when it went from the jar or solo cup of water into dirt, and it was a big deal. Now, in my, genuine feeling and heart, it kind of represents my relationship because it's
Oh.
been going along the same amount of time. So if the tree dies, then I really have a clear sign of
Indication.
get out of there.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
As long as the tree's healthy.
yeah, I don't have that same thing, but I get it, dude. The tree's been there the whole time, so
Yeah.
the tree knows. If the tree dies, it's a sign,
Absolutely.
and you got to dip.
Well, then I'll
No,
go.
no personal thing there, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's not like really pointing anything out. The tree represents something that happened to come
Has
around
nothing
that
to
time.
do with anything else. Just the tree's important. That's it, dude.
Hey, real quick, with my shirt,
Yep.
shout out to Evan Breen. Evan Breen, I think he started on Vine, but
Did he?
I think he started on Vine, but then he moved to YouTube and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the video Adopted, where the guy with the long blonde hair, he's talking to himself and he's like, "Hey, you're adopted," talking to like.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen
I
it?
think I have. It sounds somewhat familiar.
That's Evan
What's it
Breen.
called?
Let
me see.
Probably just called Adopted.
I mean, I'm sure if I search it up, I will probably find it.
Either way, I mean, it hit a couple million views probably about 2 years ago, and it's pretty.
What'd you
fucking
say his
sweet.
name was?
Evan. Well, L.A. Turtle.
L.A. Turtle.
You'll find him under L.A. Turtle. Yeah,
All
he's
right.
good. A couple of buddies of mine just were moving sending the video back and forth.
Oh, I know him. No, I 100% know him. Yeah. I just wanted to see a different from like because your shirt's a bit faded and I couldn't really see detail, but no, I know him for sure. He started on Vine, absolutely. A lot of these videos are 4 years old and shit like that, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are Evan Breen's most watched Vines. There you go.
All right, so then he definitely did
Yeah,
start on Vine,
absolutely.
which I think is where a lot of, or not a lot of, but a good majority or percentage of
YouTube
influencers-
personalities,
Yeah.
like
I think Logan
nowadays,
Paul
100%.
started there, right?
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul did. I'm pretty sure his brother did. Jake. Somebody that I watch, Cody Ko and Noel Miller. They have a podcast. It's called Tiny Meat Podcast. Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, I said that because they're fucking funny as hell, dude. They really are. They're so great. And they make music. It started out as like mock music, like not super serious.
Like Pink Guy?
Pink Eye?
Pink Guy?
Oh, Pink Eye? Who's that? What's that? I don't know who that is.
His name is Joji on Spotify. Filthy Frank.
Oh, Filthy Frank? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. They were just like, what I mean is like they increased production quality in their songs and they took it a little bit more seriously. I haven't listened to it too often recently, but I'm assuming they're still doing it pretty well. They came out with like an album and shit, so like
Ooh.
it was pretty serious.
Have you listened to much Pink Guy?
No, I have
Oh,
not.
dude, Filthy Frank's got some good music. So he started with Filthy Frank. No, I mean, I haven't really dived into his Wikipedia. I haven't dived into his Wikipedia, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he started with Filthy Frank and then was doing Pink Guy stuff as like a second persona on his YouTube, and then went from that to like just music. Now he goes
Just producing music.
Just producing music. Now he goes as Joji on Spotify.
Oh, so that's his like performing name. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Like it's kind of like not R&B, like relaxed hip hop.
Yeah.
But a little bit of electronic to it too.
Oh, that's good. That's my kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. No, good stuff.
I'm a big fan of electronic music, so and I mean R&B is great. So like, if you're kind of comparing them a little bit or putting them together,
It's really good.
Sounds
I
pretty
like
good.
it. I like it. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to see an artist go from one platform, and I don't know if you would use the word dominate, but do so well and build a ton of followers on one platform, and then hop to another and probably pull
we'll just bring him to
some
it.
of those followers
that
to a different
never
platform.
maybe would have. You know.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I think that's great. No, but I haven't really heard much of him. But I know Filthy Frank, of course. That's cool though, dude. Yeah.
He's disgusting. He's disgusting. Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot of I feel like most YouTube people nowadays have came from something like Vine or something like that in the past, which is a natural progression because Vine was axed years ago.
Well, it was kind
By
of like
Twitter.
It was kind of short. What do you mean axed? They buy
They were
it out,
axed
or?
because there was not really like a way for Twitter to make money from Vine directly.
Was it a product of Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter owned it. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
There was when you I don't know if they owned it outright, but like they eventually acquired it. I don't remember 100%, but it was either Twitter, created it and whatever, or they acquired it. It's one of those.
Nice.
But then there was no like straight monetary source for them from it, because like I don't remember there ever being ads on Vine, while you scrolled. So there's no direct ads. They could have added them in, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. And then
They were still, I don't know, early on for a lot of the short video platforms.
it was infancy for that type of shit. Yeah, like TikTok would have never existed without Vine, of course. And obviously TikTok doesn't have the same limitations. 6 seconds for Vine. TikTok you can do like a minute or like minute and a half. Those are fucking rough, to watch, but
it's still like the grandchild of Vine.
100%, dude. And it reminds me of Vine. Like I just recently got on TikTok in the past year, just watching shit, and a lot of it's fluff and bullshit and whatever. But there's some funny shit on there, just shorts like that remind me of the Vine days of just funny short little just comedy videos. And then there's a lot of them that I watch that are like a minute long, and I'm like, I'm wasting time. Like I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm wasting time.
Oh.
But then again, I'm wasting time anyway, so whatever.
I'm not on TikTok, but one of my good friends is, and she started getting on TikTok whenever sort of the lockdown kind of happened, just as
same with me, dude.
Hobby. She uploads things, but she leaves them private, so it's just kind of for her to upload and enjoy.
I think that's pretty
show
cool,
her
actually.
Close friends and stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've uploaded, I think 4 videos total, and the first 3 were of the cat, which you guys can't see. She's right out of frame, but you'll see a cat cam at some point. No, she's unfortunately the table is blocking her.
We'll switch to cat cam whenever we take a break.
You'll see a
If we
cat
take
cam
a
maybe
break.
right here. I'll show you what she looks like. She's adorable. You're welcome.
But speaking of like comings and goings with, not with TikTok, but with Vine, what do you think about the NFT non-fungible tokens thing? I think that it has maybe a short shelf life.
You think?
I don't know because it's hard to really judge with that, because if you say it has a short shelf life and you're wrong, it's like you look
Then you're
really,
an idiot,
you look naive and silly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're with non-fungible tokens, it's kind of for the people that aren't totally aware of what non-fungible tokens are, or NFT. It's kind of like a collectible but digital. So you, for instance, could have a really short video of, I don't know, someone big, like let's just pulling this out of my head, Imagine Dragons playing like a really short 30-second video of maybe a live stream or an actual concert. You can own that piece of property.
Like literally it's yours. That's the whole point of this.
You have it. It's yours. There's no other replicas. Maybe there's maybe there are, but maybe there's few.
Yeah, but this one you bought, you have proof that you bought. You literally own like this digital type of
a piece of history
ownership. It's weird to think about. Like I don't know the exact legal like thing behind the ownership of it.
Right.
But all I want to tell you is that like, if your opinion up front is that it has a shorter shelf life than people think, which look, it's only been a thing for a few weeks.
Let's just say the whole year so far. It's probably been in the makings for a while.
Oh, of course, yeah.
In production, but
the popularity.
Yeah, from January to now.
It's been bussing lately, dude.
It's been busting.
But what I just brought up was that the most expensive NFT ever sold. Yeah, I know you. Yeah. What do you think it is, or did you know?
I know a little bit.
It's by the artist.
What's the content?
It's art. It's art. It's digital art. So this guy created it, I'm assuming, on a computer, digital art.
Yeah.
And he sells his NFT, and it was on an auction, like most. I feel like all NFTs are nowadays. They're just auctions.
Is it more than 10 million?
Yes, much more.
Is it less than 100 million?
Yes, it is, but it's still much more than 10.
So probably like 30 million?
More.
50?
A little bit more.
These are numbers I will never see and will not comprehend. 75?
A little bit less. It's so an artist, Beeple, sold for $60 million. a digital art piece. So it's not tangible physically. You can't grab it with your hands. Can't set it up in your house unless you print it, of course. But the actual art is digital.
Unless you have just a screen dedicated to it.
Well, yeah, I mean nowadays, yeah, you guys got that. But what I'm saying is like it's not like the Mona Lisa or some shit like that. Like you don't. This is not one single physical object, that can be moved from place to place. And there's one thing of it. In my eyes, there's a way to maybe fake this.
Yeah, but I could also take a picture of the Mona Lisa and put it up on my wall. In my opinion, if that's the highest, that's the highest NFT sold, that is the Mona Lisa.
At the moment, it's the Mona Lisa of NFTs right now, for sure.
Yeah.
It's at the final sale price could shift higher as final bids are processed, and auction fees are added, which could bring the total to more than $69 million.
Now that's a meme. That's a meme.
Dude, it's insane.
$420.
The guy that,
That's crazy.
made it, his name is Mike Winkelman.
Winkle.
Tweeted, "Holy shit!" after after the auction result.
It.
The record-breaking work called "The First 5,000 Days" was the first ever to sell at a major auction house.
Dude, what was he doing before this kind of work, though? Because that's a big part of it. Because if you're a nobody and then you sell something like that, then it maybe puts you on the map. But if you're somebody, then it would probably be easy to get your new artwork, one-of-a-kind NFTs out there.
So what I will tell you is that since 2007, Winkelman, Beeple, the artist Beeple.
Now, are you saying Winkleman or Dinkelberg?
This dude just made $70 million, and you can't make fun of his name, bro.
I can if it sounds and reminds me of.
At least his artist name is Beeple. That's pretty cool.
Beeple. Been talking to Beeple lately?
In 2007, he set out as like a personal goal, I'm guessing, to post a new work of digital art every day for the rest of his life. And the posting of this article, which was back in March 11th of 2021, so not that long ago, he has not missed a single day. So since 2007, this man has posted a piece of digital art every single day of his life.
Hey.
And then this one was called The First 5,000 Days, this piece of art. So it has a lot of meaning behind it, actually. It's not just some random piece of art, I did not know this. This is the first time I've heard about this.
What day and the art making process and of the commitment was that piece of art?
I'm not sure. The piece of art is extremely dense. There's a lot of shit in it. Not shit, but like a lot of stuff. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the specific details of this, but what I think is crazy, how many bidders do you think were on this?
Is it a collage?
It looks like a collage, yeah. So,
in my opinion, it looks like all of his work in the past 5,000
days.
days.
That might be what it is. But when I'm looking at it right now, it's a little bit lower quality than I'm looking at. But 5,000 days. Do you think that's 5,000 days?
I think so.
It could be. I mean, they're very small.
I don't see 5,000 physically alive.
Obviously,
so,
yeah.
that could be.
It's a virtual, yeah. That's crazy.
Either way, good for him. That's pretty cool.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. And if that is his first 5,000 days and it's every single one he's made every day, holy shit. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty cool. If you zoom in and maybe the quality of the image is still really good, you could probably see each piece of art.
The quality of his is NFT, I'm sure, because it's a digital object.
I think we've run into a hang-up.
All right, we'll take a little bit of a break.
Here's Cat Cam.
Cat Cam. I just started that. All right.
We were on the subject of the Beeple thing, right?
We are back. Yes, the Beeple.
Hope you enjoy that lovely Cat Cam.
Cat Cam is great.
All
I'm
right.
glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you did.
Close my Beeple. Anyway, NFTs, I don't think they're going to last super
that's
long.
what your opinion was, that they're somewhat short-lived, right?
Vine was short-lived.
Yeah, but, it's different, dude. I think it's different. Vine was an app in the, obviously a social media app but it was early, super early.
So
Instagram didn't have stories
Do you
at the
think it's
time.
ahead of its time, NFT? Because we can't really capture it well. Like, you
Oh,
got
100%. And
you've got a
that,
TV over there, with some frame and stuff.
yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Well, we're missing out on some good cat cam footage, but it's okay.
Damn. Ooh, look at that cat cam.
No, we don't have it, so but that'll be in. So do I.
Is it ahead of its time, or is it
I
just
think
a
it might
buzz?
be ahead of its time, but then again, the way stuff moves nowadays, it might not be. You never know. Like this might take off so well for a lot of digital artists and other people like that it might just catch on to where it's not some fad for a year that everyone's kind of talking about. It might be a pretty big thing. What?
Look at the website of Beeple.
Oh God.
You see it? Just search Beeple on Google.
Let me see. Home, the work of Mike Wickelman.
Yeah.
Join now.
Look at the website at the top of the thing. Beeplecrap.com. Do you see that?
Oh, beeple-crap.com.
Beeple
Yo, that's dope. I was
funny.
like, this fucking website is dope. The way it's just...
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That's definitely not Squarespace.
No. My website's Squarespace, and this is not what mine looks like. God
This is
damn.
Mars. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, good for him. I
Dude,
mean,
$60 million? Yeah, good for him. Also, fuck him.
you could never do art again and sell it for... You could do art, but never sell it again and just retire on that.
100%, dude. He doesn't have to work ever again in his life. Even if he sold it for $10 million, you could live off that.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude. I mean, good for him. Like you said, it's fucking crazy.
07 was his commitment, you said?
When he started 07, he said he was going to put out a new piece of digital art every day for the rest of his life. That's fucking crazy.
I wonder how big he was before that. Or at
He's
that
obviously
point.
been doing it for a long time. I don't know. I didn't look up his age and all this stuff. Mike Wickelman, he's 39 right now.
07,
He was born in 81.
14 years ago.
Yep.
So if he's 49 now,
39.
39,
39.
young. Math that, dude. 39 minus...
It even says years active on Wikipedia, which isn't a great place, but whatever. 2009 to present. So when he made that commitment to himself...
25.
Huh?
He was 25.
When he made that commitment?
25.
I'm 26. It's crazy.
You're 1 year behind. You're starting out, dude.
Just 1 year.
But it's different. Like that's a product that you can sit down and make on your own, right?
Yes.
Whereas something like what you're doing with what you do for work. By the way, let's kind of fill people in on what you do for work and your trade.
I am a photographer that at the moment specializes in... What?
There's no passion in those words. Nick, what do you do for your trade?
Well, I'm a photographer, dude, that thankfully works for himself, which is fantastic. I love it. I specialize in real estate photography. I wouldn't say the high end because the area I live in is the people I knew and stuff that I came from a previous company were all retirement home communities, which is nice because they're small houses, but they rotate quick, which sounds kind of bad. You know, older people rotating out of homes quickly.
Because they die.
Yeah, it's the
They die in the
that's
chairs
it, dude.
that
That's
they
the
sell.
business. That's the business.
They
I've
die.
shot multiple homes multiple times over the past few years.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How
No.
many times have you shot the same home? What's the record
The
of the same
most
home?
is probably 3-4 times.
So
the
you
same home.
shot the first home and you're like, this is I'm so happy. You guys are going to love this place. They die.
It doesn't
Oh
necessarily
my gosh,
mean
I'm so
that
happy.
they died.
Oh,
It could have
they
been that
sold
they,
it.
dude. A lot of these older couples and older individuals move down the street.
I'm sorry. I
For a
assume
better
that they just
view.
died.
I assume that as well.
That's not sarcasm. That's just rude.
No,
me being rude.
it's true. It's true, dude. But a lot of these people might be retired and might have the funds to just sell their home and move a block down the street because it has a better view of the lake that they were on before. And I've done that before, and it's fucking crazy. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to do that. But yeah, that's kind of the reality of that, aside from people passing away, me going back and shooting the house and all that stuff. I've done that, obviously, multiple times. But yeah, I specialize in that, and it's cool. It's I did it for a company before, but it's better to do it on my own, obviously. It's nice.
You know, fuck that company.
Yeah, they do. I won't name names, but they kind of fucking suck.
You're one of a few people that I know that have taken their, I don't know, what they trained for, educated themselves for, whether it was from school or from experience, joined a company to, I don't know, maybe go the long game with that company or at least gain experience, and then just totally took that experience from working there and then just made their own thing and lifted off and made it better than what the company would have allowed them and then what the company could actually produce. You're one of a few people that have done that.
I feel like it would be more popular if, I mean, I'll even say like the confidence in my work when I was at the job was different. Like I knew what I was doing. I was a photographer before I joined that company. Now, real estate wise, it was a little bit. What are you doing over there, dude? You all right?
I dropped an empty can.
You dropped. Okay, cool, dude. Thanks for interrupting my story and ruining my carpet. It's fine, dude.
Hey, don't get distracted.
But no, what I was saying is I was a photographer before that. I had learned and self-taught myself all the shit that I needed to know and all this stuff. So I went into this job knowing what they pretty much were gonna need to teach me, aside from the real estate specific part. I had never really shot homes and stuff in the past.
What was your experience before homes then?
It was just personal stuff. Like I was never a professional photographer.
Pictures of yourself?
Well, just not selfies.
Selfies.
No, I took pictures of whatever I wanted. Cars, my friends. I used to skateboard a lot, so I did photos of that and stuff. So
sweet.
It was just.
Did you ever do any of those collages where it was a friend doing a really sweet trick and you did?
But it
frame
looked
by
like
frame?
one. But it was like one frame, but
Frame
you
by
could see
frame.
him.
It's a whole photo.
I never did, but that was something that back in the day I was like, this is something you see in magazines. You know, like Thrasher magazine and shit. That somebody's doing something over like a staircase or a gap, and you know they shoot. Back in the day, these cameras were more expensive. That did burst rates of 8 to over 10 frames per second.
A million.
Nowadays, mine, which is recording this, does 10 frames per second, but it's a more lower level consumer / professional camera. It's a Sony A7 III. It's really people can acquire it very easily. It's not that expensive. Back then, you had to spend thousands of dollars, I'm sure, to get something that did that frame rate.
Probably. It's cool. It's cool to see how far things have evolved. Because
it's crazy, dude.
Now we're able to do a podcast in your living room with 1, 2 laptops and this little interface.
Dude, it is.
It's crazy. I
and
mean,
with high quality stuff, not just like...
Not to brag, but pretty high quality.
It's pretty high quality stuff based on... I mean, obviously, both of us did stuff prior, so we didn't have to invest much money into this, but...
Already
even if
owned
we
this
did,
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we owned the stuff that we're doing, like the camera and the interface and the mics, but still, it wouldn't be like earth-shattering to maybe invest in some of this stuff to start something. If you already had a following, it'd be even better. But we don't, which
We're
is
starting
nice.
with the gear before the following.
Which feels weird, but it also feels good.
Let's see. It's like you're providing the content, quality, hopefully quality content before you grab all of the followers.
And usually people do the content like shitty quality or
build the
not,
followers,
and then they get the followers, and then they
upgrade the content.
Hopefully, this can just be a segment we overpass, and we just need to acquire the followers, and hopefully that's the easier part. But then again, that is usually the harder part. Is
so if you like this shit, like and share on
because
the
it can just
platforms.
get better. It's already good, but it can just get better.
Could get better. So you said something that made me think of something else. I don't know. But
What was
hey,
it?
I'm gonna give a real quick shout out to my buddy Paul of Booty. Paul of Booty, speaking of coming from nothing to something, coming from the bottom, now we're here. Paul of Booty makes YouTube videos.
Yeah.
He really likes to focus on his he does a really, really good job at just destroying it and in Call of Duty
Warzone?
Yeah,
There you go,
Warzone.
dude.
He kills it in Warzone.
Nice.
He actually uploads videos once a week, which is really nice.
Consistency is key in that kind of shit, dude.
Consistency is key. He has plenty of uploads for just kind of regular content, but he also live streams a couple times per
That's awesome.
week. And, you know, it's really cool to see him go from 1 or 2 subscribers to over 200. And he got there
Jeez.
quick.
Wait, really?
He got there quick.
Wow.
Dude. Yeah, no, it was cool.
nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was cool to see his hustle phase from, you know, less than 10 to 200.
Yeah.
He got there really fast. It was probably like 2 months.
Wow.
Oh, it was awesome to see.
Dude, good for him, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Polly
Keep it
G.
up, dude. I'd love to be able to do that, but you know,
You got to be good at the game.
Unlike
me.
Listen, bro.
Unlike
I'm
me.
great at the game. What
Are
is he
you?
on? Is he on console?
Xbox.
That's a console.
I'm just gonna say Xbox.
Last time I checked, that's a console.
Last time I checked, Xbox was a console.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is there a skill difference or like a numbers
100%
difference?
skill difference in PC and console.
Auto aim is a thing.
Well, yes.
As a PS4 gamer,
Aim assist is huge, but I don't think it's super applicable against like a PC gamer's aim. I've been playing PC games for 6, 7, 8 years now. A lot of very aim precise games. I think I could out aim most console players that are like maybe not pros, because I used to follow Call of Duty console pro gaming, and I used to compete in some wager matches back in the day on console.
I had another friend that was an MLG gamer.
Yeah, I get it, dude. Console has its way, and I love the way it plays sometimes, but I just haven't been into it in a while. But PC, I just think it's just better. I feel better about playing and all that stuff.
I would agree.
But him doing that and being successful out of it, dude, it's awesome. That's dope, especially in the time that he did it in.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
In a couple months, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his videos right here in his library. I forget where I saw it, but he's got a video here that got to 97 views. That's
Awesome.
I mean, I'm one of those.
Hey, man.
But that's 96 other people that have watched
You know what's
the
weird?
video.
When you think of these big streamers and stuff, and they don't really talk about this, but smaller ones do, that have like 50 to 100, 150 viewers. All you got to do is think people that are streaming and stuff, because I stream every now and then at night, super late. I just stream Valorant and I just play whatever. My brother might watch me, somebody else might watch me. What you got to think is like, picture the people that are watching you in your house behind you watching.
Hanging out.
So imagine if there were 80 people behind you. You'd fucking shit your pants. You'd shit your pants. So now these people that have 20,000, 80,000 viewers, they can't, it's hard to fathom that. Celebrities can, musicians that do tours and stuff can fathom that. But I can't. I can't even fathom 5 people behind me, because usually I'm alone, you know? It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at his video right now that has the most views from what I see.
yeah.
Now, it could be different, but it's a Fall Guys video. Fall Guys gives me life. It is
Nice.
now Paul Guys. Dude, he gets the best puns in his titles.
That's
It's
great, dude.
great. I mean, his username is Paul of Booty.
That's a good name, dude.
So good. And then you can just run with it from there. Paul
Yeah, man.
Guys.
Yeah,
Paul,
dude.
Paul
No,
Guys?
he's got a good kind of foundation there for puns and all
and
that
a brand,
shit. Oh, yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the views on that is 111.
Damn.
111 people watched the video.
When did he upload it?
It looks like 7 months ago.
Hey, dude, it's fine. Accumulation is dope.
Yeah.
Even, like, when you're uploading on YouTube, it doesn't matter. I guess it does matter when your views come, but that depends on a certain time frame.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're popular, really popular, you want your views to come quicker. But if you're getting views on videos later on and you keep accumulating stuff,
That means
That's
got
awesome. It's got potential.
content that doesn't really age.
Exactly. Your video might be on a game that's old, but the content in it, not just the gameplay, is not endless, but
I think the phrase is timeless.
timeless.
Like
Yeah. No, for
artists
sure.
that release music 80s, 60s, 70s, and then you turn it on. If you had heard it for the first time today, you would think, "Oh my God, is this like Lionel Richie
Yeah.
all night long?" for instance, is one of those.
I mean,
But
good.
we've heard
good
it.
example.
We've
dude.
heard it for
I love
years
that
and
song.
years and years. So
It's a
we
great
kind
song.
of we know the age of it. But if Bruno Mars released All Night Long, but the same version today, you would think
That was a good example of somebody who would release that song
because I
Like,
think Bruno
really good
Mars
example.
can check any box
and
that
release
he
a
wants
song
of genre
because he's great.
because he is
Because
great.
he's fucking great.
Exactly.
He really is.
Bruno Mars, shout out to.
The dude is insane.
Yeah, very versatile. Now, Paul Abudi, I think his views range.
He's comparable to Bruno Mars.
He's
But in the
comparable.
YouTube sector, dude.
In the YouTube world, his views range from 25 to 50 views a video.
But
And
that's good,
he was
dude.
pumping them out like once a week on the streams.
Yeah.
Maybe more. And then once a month on like the real content videos.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So he did like clips from his stream that he uploaded.
Yeah, they
but
would-
then he also did dedicated YouTube videos.
Right. So the streams would kind of add up to 2 to 3 hours. And then
Yeah.
the actual content would range from like 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's all
But
good.
that's cool that he did both.
Yeah.
That
his-
is cool.
His skill is really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, fantastic.
Yo, shout out to you, man. Keep it up. You're
Shout out
doing
to-
what I would love to do. I haven't done it. So
Shout out
good
to
for you, man.
Paul of Booty.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dope.
Transition. Do you stream?
A little cut right here. Yeah. Like I said, during during that little thing. Yeah, I do at night sometimes. So I mostly play a game called Valorant. It's on PC only. It's very comparable to Counter-Strike, which I have many thousands of hours in. Counter-Strike Go specifically. So randomly, like I'll play with my friend and we'll do unrateds, which are not ranked games. So they're mostly chill. And then like later on in the night, you know, he might be busy or something, or I might just be playing on my own. I'll play some ranked games and I'll just stream them just for whatever's sake. You know, just who cares? No face cam, no nothing, just straight game streaming. And like I said, my brother watches me. Shout out to him, dude. Laughed my ass off, Alexander, dude. Shout out. Because he also streams and he's committed, which is so fucking awesome. And I do appreciate that he comes in because he's basically my only viewer whenever I do. So I do it just I don't advertise it or anything, but I just do it just whatever, just in case. Because I am playing a game where I'm in the top 3 percentile
Whoa.
of like
didn't- I didn't
the
know
rank
that.
system. But like that might sound really good, but it's not as good as you think. Like there's a lot of ranks in this rank system, but 3%, there's a ton of people in that 3%. And obviously a lot of them are pros and a lot of them are people
but
that
still, I
commit
mean,
a lot
you're-
more time.
You're
But
higher than 5%.
yeah,
which is
no,
higher
yeah, of
than
course.
10%.
And I could be guessing on that 3%, but when I've looked at stats before and stuff, and yeah, a lot of it is in the lower percentile like that. But I've always been pretty decent at these tactical first-person shooters on
what is
PC.
Valorant? Because I've never played it. So if I
So you know Counter-Strike, right?
No.
About the game? You don't?
I've heard the word, the phrase
Counter-Strike. You've heard those words?
Counter-Strike.
Yeah. So the best way for me to explain it is, search and destroy in Call of Duty?
Yeah. You
So-
get 1 kill, 1 life.
5v5.
Well, multiple kills, 1 life.
5v5, bomb site for one person that's on attacking side, one team, and then defending on one team, What?
My ADD. I had a great idea.
What's your idea?
I'm so sorry.
No.
We'll get back to this.
I appreciate this. I
Search,
want to.
destroy.
Yeah, go ahead.
How cool would it be? Now I feel bad because this idea is lame. How cool would it be to set all this up in
Yeah.
front of your elevator with a mic?
Where people come out.
Yeah, so we're just doing this. Hey, what's
Hey,
going
man.
on? Hey, what's
Dude.
going on? Hey.
No, I think that's a good idea.
That'd be
I
so
don't know if they have
sick.
plugs out there.
They do.
Oh, they do?
No, they do. They definitely do.
You saw the outlets?
I looked. There's,
Oh
there's at
my
least 2.
God.
And then
We only need one. We
just-
just need one. That's
we need a
it.
guest mic.
That's just sitting in front of the elevator.
Yeah.
That-
or right by the table. That would be so cool. So
Dude.
flip it around.
Oh,
So
no.
Elevator's over here.
So we need one. You're right. So we need one. If we set up like this, pushed up against the wall, there's going to be a lot of room between us and the elevator. We need one mic right here that's going to pick up some background noise. But if they come out, we'll be like, hey,
Hey, what do you
wanna-
think of
like,
NFTs?
Hey, can we talk to you for a second?
Do you know what NFTs are?
And all they got to do is come and talk to this mic. It can be at height level if they want, or
Yeah.
you can be sitting.
Yeah.
And then, you just kind of talk. I don't know how often the elevator would go off. It might be one night where nobody comes through.
Which is fine.
But
that's
no, dude.
delivery, baby.
That's a good idea. There's so much space, dude.
Yeah.
So much space there.
I would say there's at least room for this desk and table to the counter or more.
Oh, yeah. At
So that
least
would
to
be
the
cool.
counter because,
Yeah.
it's a pretty wide hallway right there. No, that's a great idea, dude. Worth the interruption. I appreciate that.
I should have saved this for after.
No,
but-
dude, that's good.
So Counter-Strike.
I appreciate that.
Search
so,
and destroy.
Well, so Counter-Strike and Valorant, both are the same type of game in this aspect I'm trying to explain. So, search and destroy on Call of Duty. One team is attacking, has the bomb. One team is defending. There's two sides. Valorant, same exact way. One team is attacking with a bomb. It's called the spike. And one team is defending. It's 5v5. One map has 3 sites instead of 2, and that's the only difference. And then that's base gameplay. So you got to plant the bomb. If it explodes, you win. If you kill everyone on the other team, you win. And that goes for each side. Obviously, if you're defending and the bomb explodes, you lose. But
Don't lose.
yeah, exactly. The only difference between Counter-Strike and Valorant is that in Valorant, there's abilities and there's agents instead of just you're somebody on a team, like
Just
a
a
terrorist
soldier.
or a counter-terrorist on Counter-Strike. Exactly. So think of League of Legends if you've ever played that. The
Or
games
Apex Legends.
or Apex Legends. League of Legends
Or the
sucks.
League of Apex Legends.
Legends sucks less, but League of Legends is terrible. So there's agents that you play as that have specific abilities to each of their characters, which is cool. And then they each have ultimate abilities, which are pretty significant to what they do. And then, that's kind of just how the game plays out.
If you've ever played Apex, you know what your abilities versus large abilities, big abilities are. Because if you have main abilities, that's great. You know, you're doing well.
Yeah.
But when your big ability comes in, you know that's kind of like a make or break for your fight or the third party that you do or anything like that.
For sure. It's a little bit different only in the case that Apex is a battle royale. So the gameplay is different, so the abilities are different. So Valorant being a tactical FPS like Counter-Strike, very small maps, not fast movement. There's more like tactical abilities, like a lot more smokes. People have smokes to smoke off a really big, not big, but small area that you could push. You know, Apex, the maps are fucking massive. You know,
Huge.
like they're huge.
Yeah,
so
they're huge.
A smoke isn't a big deal. So it could be, but it's not a big deal in general. You know, so that's the only difference with the abilities. But it's good to compare because it's basically the same concept. Each person has a different ability, and that's it, and an ultimate ability because they have ultimates in that. And that's it. Like it's a tactical FPS. People will know what that means if they know what that is. And Counter-Strike obviously is very popular. So, but yeah, I play that game mostly, and I stream that at night every now and then. The rank I am is Immortal, which people will know what that means. It's second to highest on the scale. Once you get to Immortal, it's not based on Immortal 1, 2, 3, like gold 1, 2, 3, blah blah. It's based on a leaderboard of your rank rating. So the more you win, you get more rank rating, and then you go up the leaderboard, and then eventually you get up to Radiant, which is the top rank. But it's a fun game, dude. It's gotten extremely popular. It's free, which is cool, obviously, because they sell skins.
Oh yeah.
Like Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is now free. It used to be $15, but they realized how much money they make from skins, mostly from me in the
I
past.
think I started with Fortnite.
I played a lot of Fortnite, dude.
Yeah.
A ton of Fortnite. Fortnite's also free because of how much skins they sell.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean,
So-
I think I spent some money when I played Fortnite, but I just imagined.
Oh, I spent some too.
Yeah, I imagined the kid that was like, "Hey, mom, can I spend a little bit of money on this free game?" Sure. I mean, as long as you are having one player spend more than a game's worth of dollars.
I
you
was waiting
make
for you
more.
to say that.
Yeah.
So I talk about it with my brother all the time. Like, so Valorant was free. I have spent more than what the game might have been worth, but that's because that's my thing and I'm fine with it. But in the past, like, that's what I've thought. Like, if you get a game for free and you're playing it and you're like, oh, they sell skins. If if I buy like $50, $60 worth of skins, most games, AAA titles and really good games, sell for $60.
Yeah.
So you basically bought this game. Fortnite is definitely worth $60 if it was a console game that came out, 5-10 years ago. Like, and it was if this was popular back in the day, it was worth a.
I'll stop you there. I would say I disagree because they never really released a quality single player.
Well, yeah, I'm not going off of specific like details. Meaning
But
battle royales
specifics.
were not popular. So yeah,
Had
the
you
single
bought the
player
game-
they had it. Save
Yeah.
the World was the single player that they said was in beta forever. I don't even know if it's out.
Forever.
I don't even know if it's out.
I don't either.
I haven't
but
played forever, but-
had you bought this game for $59, $69 and you brought it
Yeah,
home,
and you can only play multiplayer.
Yeah,
yeah,
you'd be
that's
upset.
rough. That's bad.
so
Yeah,
let's
not
say
worth
it's
it.
$29 value when it came out.
So $30, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, buying a couple skins might be worth $20-$30.
At least.
That's worth it.
And then if it passes the value of the game, if you were to buy it new, then
That becomes-
you've made money.
Well, exactly, and that becomes the person that's purchasing the skins. Like, is it worth it? Do you really need these skins or not? And
You
like,
don't.
And I've
Do
always
you wanna?
And I've always been the person that's like, of course I don't fucking need them, but I want them, so I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And I do anyway.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It depends.
Because you got the game for free. So
Exactly.
maybe if
it's a little bit less of a hit,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm not saying this is your case, but maybe you justify, oh my gosh, I got this game for free. And then you see the value at $60. But
Yeah.
maybe because we agree that maybe it's a little lower since the single player came out when it was
Yeah.
not ready, maybe you slowly work yourself to $5 that you've invested in the free game and then $10.
Exactly.
And if
Yeah.
it goes up, maybe you don't really consciously keep a track of how much you've spent.
Exactly.
This game
yeah.
was totally free, and eventually, if you pass the dollar value of what it's really worth,
Yeah.
they've made money off
Oh.
of you, more money than if they would have released it as a final product. You
Well,
know?
yeah, as like a $30 game or whatever.
or
Which-
$49, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't think like this, like us. They just buy skins whenever they want, which I am also one of those people. Like, if I see a skin I like a lot, I'll just throw out reason and I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm dropping $30 on this shit. Like, because of whatever, you know?
Oh, how many skins do you get off of $30?
So in Valorant, they do have inflated prices, in my opinion, based on my, like, experience with other games and skins like this.
Your knowledge of the dollar.
Well, my knowledge of the dollar with skins like they do. So, like, I would say on average, a group of skins, because they release
Packs and
a
stuff.
pack of a pistol, a knife, a rifle, another rifle, and then some stickers that nobody ever uses, or like sprays that nobody ever really uses. And that's it. So you get like 7, 8, 9 items in each one. Oh, God. And
Beat that shit.
And so you get a lot of items. Obviously, you get a lot for what you're paying, but they could also, like, the price fluctuates a lot. So there's one out that was right now. It was a World War, like, I would say World War II based one. So there's a gun in the game called an Ares. It's a light machine gun. So it has 50 bullets in one clip. It looks like a Tommy gun, but bigger. And that's literally what it looks like in this skin
Damn.
collection, is a Tommy gun, which is cool. This skin collection is really nice. There's no particle effects. There's no animations. They just look like the same gun, just skinned. So it's cheap. So this skin collection costs $30, I think, for the entire thing. So
How
you
many
get
skins do you get for $30?
3 or 4 guns overall. That seems like small for you?
Says small?
Like a small amount of guns for the price you're paying?
Oh, yes.
Oh, just wait, dude. Just wait. There's a skin collection. It's called the Elder Flame, I think it's called. They're dragon-based ones. But there's a lot more work going into these skins as well. They have animations. So you take out this rifle, and it moves like a dragon. The front of it's like a dragon's head. The rest of it is the body. So it comes out and it growls at you while you're taking it out. It's a really quick animation, but it's awesome.
I'm seeing it now.
And then it has animation in it when you shoot, and then it's got a kill animation when you kill somebody. Something comes out of the sky and shit. A dragon.
Apex has that on some of their guns. When you make a kill, it will animate.
Oh, I didn't know that. That might be new since I played, but
Now it's
that's cool.
It's some of their level 109 and 100 or 104, 105.
So it's based on your level.
battle pass.
Oh, okay.
So if you get all the way to 100, you get a nice cool badge, and
Yeah.
then you get higher level skins, and they're from what I remember, they're all animated, which is cool. There's no one knocking on the door, is there?
No. Yes.
Is it ice?
No, I think it's food.
Check the people.
So it doesn't always produce ice.
So with Apex, they have those skins too that kind of are animated, and they're pretty cool. But sometimes they go on guns that not a lot of people use.
Yeah.
It's kind of a drag. But I mean, I'm looking at these Elder Flames, and
They're cool, dude.
They look sick.
No, they're really cool. But did you see how much the price is for the entire package?
I didn't look at the price, but is the skin a little crazy? Yes.
So I'll tell you, there's a knife in that selection.
And
Like-
a diaper.
A diaper.
There's 7 gun skins, 1 knife, and 1 diaper. Is it worth the price?
Yes.
Yes.
No, so there's a knife in that, which knives are always worth more in any game, basically, Counter-Strike and this game.
I see the knife. It's pretty sweet.
The knife is dope. Guess how much it's worth just to buy the knife?
$7 US.
$7?
$7 US.
The knife, if it's in your store, because there's a rotating store, obviously, in the game, just like all other of these games, $50 to buy that knife by itself. Just to buy it by itself.
All right. So now
Yeah.
I don't feel so terrible seeing the price of a skin being like $19 or $9 with Apex. Because that's a skin you can
Dude,
use and people see.
It's
Where a knife skin, you see.
no, other people can see it in this game. Yeah.
Right before you.
Well, no, like
Stab
a
them
lot
in
of
the
people
neck.
take out their knife. Like it's a sidearm, so like you can always have it out if you want.
They
But
whip out their knife in front of you. And
knives are very important. If you're on the other team, nobody can really see it. Obviously, too much. It's just for yourself, and then if somebody's spectating you, they can see your knife when you take it out and stuff. But
What's
yeah,
the size of your knife?
I have a. It just came out recently. It's called the Prime 2.0. It is a. What are you looking at? What?
Prime 2.0.
Yeah, Prime 2.0.
Right.
Because it's the second, time they've released Prime skins, and it's for different guns and stuff. And it came out with a knife. I have the Prime axe, which is the first sidearm, meaning knife, that they released, but it's an axe. And I have the Prime 2.0 karambit. So you know what a karambit knife is?
No idea.
It's like that. It's also called a neck knife, I think, in general. But
Is it for the neck or you find it on the neck?
well, it's curved, so it's like and you can also wear it on your neck, I guess. But you can wear anything on your neck. It's a really cool knife. Everyone can look up karambit, and if you've played Counter-Strike, karambit is extremely familiar because that's one of the most popular knives on there. But I bought the entire package, so the entire Prime 2.0 package was like $40 or something. It wasn't. It was like the same price as that one knife, the Elder Flame knife, and I got, I think four or five skins with the knife, and then a bunch of other stuff. So it was definitely worth it, in my opinion.
Depending on the quality of the game, that right there, you've already purchased and bought the game on some games.
And I won't disclose how much I've spent on Valorant.
It's
Actually,
fine.
no, I'll disclose.
Dude,
I mean,
$100?
I've spent a couple $100 on Valorant.
Does it exceed $299?
Probably not. No, it's probably between 200 and 300. But I will
What?
definitely.
Sorry,
I will
I didn't think before I asked that question.
I will
The
give you a
what?
ballpark on the amount of money I've spent on Counter-Strike, only because if anybody is watching that knows Counter-Strike Go, knows that when you buy cases, because there's gun cases in that game, where you buy a case, cases are extremely cheap, 5 cents, 1 cent, 10 cents, whatever.
Half a cent?
No, mostly 1 cent.
Incense?
Incense. Yeah. But so they're cheap, but then to open up that case, you got to buy the key to that case. Every key costs $2.49 if you buy it from Valve, which the creators of Counter-Strike and Steam and all that.
The creators of Left 4 Dead?
The creators of Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, great games, absolutely. So $249, or you can buy them a little bit cheaper from players and stuff like that. But obviously, I just bought them through Steam. They're easier to buy.
It's a tradable item.
The keys, yeah,
That's cool.
the keys are tradable.
Okay.
Yeah, because people buy them and then sell them for less, a little bit, $211, $212, like 20 cents cheaper, but in bulk, like large bulk for other items as well. So for years, I mean, I got cases for free because you do get cases for free, drops from games and stuff. But I also bought cases with money and then randomly was like, "Leo, let me do like a 50 case opening." So you got to buy $2.50 times 50 for keys, and then you open up all 50 of these cases.
750.
And you make no money because most of the fucking skins you opened are terrible.
Yeah.
But you have the low chance of opening up a knife that's worth thousands of dollars.
Sounds like RuneScape with the Warhammer.
The Warhammer? What Warhammer? Which one? There's many Warhammers.
I don't know. The dragon one?
The Dragon Warhammer? Oh, with what? Fucking... Does the Calphi Queen drop that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that, dude.
1 in 1,000.
It's not worth it anymore. How much is the Dragon Warhammer? I'll buy you that shit.
Couple mil. I can't wield it, so don't buy me that shit.
But you can buy it because I gave you the money. But then you threw all that money away. So
On one
to a scammer, dude.
accident.
It's fine.
Hey. If you're out there and you're a RuneScape scammer,
Fuck you. Oh, sorry. That might be too serious, but
come on, man. Go find something else to do.
come on, man.
Go find something else to do. First of all, it's RuneScape.
What does that mean? RuneScape is pretty serious. People make tons of money on that shit, dude.
First of all, it's just RuneScape, okay? Now, I'm happy you have a way of making money.
Could be their only way of making money, dude.
I'm happy. Now,
You know how much like gold on RuneScape sells for in real world money?
1 GP to $1. What is it?
That's
I mean,
well,
that's
no,
what bonds
no.
are for, right?
Huh?
That's what bonds are for, right?
You know, nobody sells it in the same like way they do that because it's inflated with the way you like buy bond from RuneScape. If you buy a bond from RuneScape, it's so much money, dude.
Now, bonds were designed so that you could actually...
You can pay money, real money.
So that US dollars or whatever dollars could transfer into RuneScape GP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah. Let me tell you. So old school RuneScape is 70 cents per 1 mil right now. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
Can you break down the GP?
Sorry?
Break down the GP.
Yeah, 70 cents per 1 million GP. That's what I'm saying.
Did you hear that?
What was that noise? Something happened on your laptop?
Nothing came up.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4.2 mil or $4.2 will get you 6 mil.
So $42 will get you 600K.
$42 will get you 60 mil.
I'm so bad at math.
Why did you?
So
what did
$42 will get you 6 mil.
60 mil. $42 will get you 60.
$120 will get you 6 mil.
171 mil. Are you okay?
No. I'm moving the decimal.
You're not doing it a good job, dude.
All right, start over.
$1 will get you how many million GP? Million.
I don't know.
I said it was 70 cents per 1 million GP.
Why are you yelling at me? So it's $7 for 1 million GP for
No,
10 million GP.
7 for 10. $7
$7
US dollars for 10 million GP.
So it's obviously $70 for 1 million US dollars for 1 mil GP.
What did you just say?
$70
For how much?
For a
100 mil.
1 mil.
100 mil.
1 mil.
No, 100. 100
That's
mil.
the first number you started with.
I said 70 cents. For 1 mil. That's what I said.
That was 100 mil. You said.
I said 70 cents for 1 mil.
We'll try this one last
I'm
time.
going to go back to this and
All
show
right.
you.
I don't care. We're starting
Okay,
now.
so 70 cents for 1 mil in old school RuneScape gold.
I need a pencil and a paper.
No. You're good. No, you were good there for a second. So 70 cents per 1 mil in RuneScape.
So we're talking 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.
So if I put in 0.70 cents, you get exactly 1 mil in the game. So
You just said 100 mil.
you get 1 mil.
You said 100 mil.
No, I said 1 mil.
100,000 K? All right, I can do this from here. I got this. So now that I know
I
it's
don't
a
know if you got
mil
this.
for 70 cents. So if you want 100K,
Why would you want 100K when you're buying at least a mil for 70 cents?
all right, so if you want 10 mil, it's $7.
Yes, exactly.
If you want 100 mil, it's $70.
100%. Yes.
All right,
you're-
I think
you're
I was
correct.
moving my decimals in the wrong
I
direction.
think you were. I think you were.
All right. Thank fucking God.
So yeah, that's expensive though, dude. Almost $1 a mil. You
I
know,
mean, for a game that at one point never existed, for a currency that never existed,
this game
at one
always
point.
existed.
No. When was it designed? 99?
2007. Well,
07?
old school is based on 2007, but obviously 2007 is based on.
But still, they
Everything
still
before
made
it.
a currency that, I mean, lower than the value of the dollar.
This is against TOS for RuneScape. So you can't do this without risking the possibility of getting banned.
But what about one of those bonds?
The bonds are
in-game.
straight through RuneScape though. Like,
Yeah.
it's official and they're more expensive.
Let's go with that. I mean, that
So
makes more
a bond
sense.
cost
500 mil?
no. It's cheaper. Like, it's not as much as you think. I'll tell you. Actually, can I? Let me see the price. Grand Exchange, because you can buy them on the Grand Exchange. They're 4.4 mil each, and that's for a month. That's it. Just a month of RuneScape.
I don't think I understand the value of a bond versus a month worth of time.
Well, so when you think about it, well, yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, obviously, like if you have the money, like 4.4 mil is nothing. Like, you know, like because obviously my account is worth upwards of 300 mil. So
She's so high.
I could pay for months and months and months of membership for free off of my account. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You paying full attention? Or are you
I
distracted?
can obviously pay months and months of membership for my account. Hey.
We got food?
We've been going for about hour
How long?
and 30.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a long time, dude.
Yeah, I think when the sunset, 7:45.
Damn. This is going to be rough for me to edit. I had to start my camera again. It stopped recording. It might be almost done because of the memory card. Like I said,
know.
it said 2 hours and something.
We'll figure that out. Hey, listen. We're going to stop it there. Dead in its tracks.
This will be the end.
Thank you. This is the end for listening to Not a Problem.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, brought to you by Jake
And Nick.
Jake and
Nick.
Nick. All
Thank
right.
you.
Shout out to POB, Paula Booty, and
Left my ass off, Alexander.
Alexander.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you guys
Keep it up.
next time.
Bye-bye.